I got a little story to tell you right here. Supper club, supper club. I'm going to the rock and roll supper club. Supper club, supper club. I'm gonna grab a meal and a show. Supper club, supper club. I'm going on down to the supper club. Supper club, supper club. At the venue on Winnebago. Down where the music's in passion. Oh, let's have a brandy old fashioned. Hey, won't you come down, meet me at the supper club, supper club. Going to the rock and roll supper club, supper club, supper club. It's a fantastic meal and a show. Supper club, supper club. It's Shawn Michael Dargan Sunday night rock and roll supper club, supper club. At the venue on Winnebago, the venue on Winnebago. Thank you and welcome to the Rock and Roll Supper Club. Hello, hello. How are we doing tonight? Anybody have dinner yet? Anybody enjoy dinner? How was dinner? I saw you at the dessert table. How was your dessert delicious?
Yes, it was very delicious.
Yes. All right. I would like to just take this opportunity to tell you that this hat, I actually have nothing to tell you about this hat. I just realized that it was in my hand right now, and it drew my attention to it. I'll put it on my head because I'm having one of those bad hair days, but that's okay. At the Rock and Roll Supper Club, you can wear your hat inside, or you can take it off, or you can have a bad hair day. You can do all three things at once, Johnny. I would just like to say to each and every one of you for coming and supping with us and enjoying the music, that I am grateful for your presence. And I would like to take this opportunity to reintroduce fabulous Stephanie Rearick, who was playing as you came in. And she would like to do another number for you. What do you say?
Whoever cared before, whoever cared since. It's half a dozen pianos and the other citizens. Whoever cared before, whoever cared since. It's half a dozen pianos and the other citizens. Whoever cared before, whoever cared since. It's half a dozen pianos and the other citizens. Whoever cared before, whoever cared since. It's half a dozen pianos and the other citizens. Whoever cared before, whoever cared since. It's half a dozen pianos and the other citizens. Whoever cared before, whoever cared since. It's half a dozen pianos and the other citizens. Whoever cared before, whoever cared since. It's half a dozen pianos and the other citizens. I try to say whoever cared notion. It's half a dozen pianos and the other citizens. I always say whoever cared
Stephanie Rearick. Holy cow. Thank you, Stephanie. On the trumpet, no doubt. If I could draw your attention back to the bar. Hey, but I want you to be in the camera if you don't want to be. But I want to introduce you to my friend Josh Perkins, tonight's chef. Say night to the nice people.
Hey guys, how was the food? Everybody enjoy it? All right. Good to know. I want to thank my buddy Brian who showed up to help out. He took off, but yeah.
Could you tell us the menu as that appeared in your life before? Did you just dream it up? Where did it come from?
I did dream it up. The part of the menu that showed up before, is anybody here a member of the Willie Street Co-op by any chance? So I worked there for a good 9 years, and we used to do the all-member party if you've been there. And years back, we had partnered up with Mercado Marimar on South Park Street. They make a great sope like the ones you had tonight, and we knew we wanted to get together with a local business who was going to do a great job with something we would have found really difficult to do in thousands. They did 100 for us tonight, but that was kind of the starting point. And some of the flavor combinations, they're not hard to think up, but I've always really liked them. I just tasted recently that Frontier Co-op smoked paprika you had in the hash, and I just thought this stuff is fairy dust. So I had to use this, and chocolate, you can't really go wrong. Buttermilk and chocolate, that was easy. So it's a new combination, but flavors I've used before. Yeah.
Right on. Josh, dinner. How about that supper? Josh, could you tell me a little bit? You were at the co-op for quite a while, but what are you doing now?
So what I do now is when I was at the co-op toward the end of that time, I was doing a lot of volunteer teaching for REAP in schools, and I had founded a farm-to-school snack group on the West Side School District where my kids were going. And so I was doing school food part-time, and then the opportunity came up to do school food full-time. So I'm a regional chef for K-12 for a company called Chartwell's in it's 8 states. goes from basically the Illinois, Indiana line down to Texas. So I'm working with all the schools in those 8 states to improve the food in their schools. Couldn't be happier. Yeah.
And one last thing I'd like to ask you about. You are also, and not coincidentally, one of the best guitar players that I know. Will you play a tune for us later?
Too kind. I would love to. Yeah.
Outstanding. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could now put your hands together on the main stage for the flavor that kills.
You can see all the things they pay you to say. You can play all the cards that they play like a puppet, like a puppet. Like a puppet. Oh, why can't you do your own dirty work? Oh, and when they call you out, you treat them like dress a jerk, like a puppet. Ooh, like a puppet. Like a puppet. Ooh, like a puppet. and you look around, you say, how did we even get here? It's funny how honey lips can make the truth disappear like a puppet. Like a puppet. Puppet. Like a puppet. Up next, we got some magic. We're going to do one more song. We got some magic. James, we got some magic coming. Everybody, get ready for some magic. It's coming. Get out of the way and shut lips. You wanna play? You gotta pay. Turn around, so I get harder. Harder. See who's anything other than a robber. Harder. See who's anything other than a robber. Makes sense. Low pants, so you live. How you gonna make everything you take and take and make it harder? See who's anything other than a robber. Harder. See who's anything other. It don't matter if there's someone that needs your love. Yeah, it don't matter if the orders come from up above. It don't matter who needs your love. It don't matter. They'd rather make you pay. And why? Just because. Harder. Feels harder. James coming up next. Let's get James coming here.
Hello. 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 Human beings and humans being. Is everybody ready for some magic? That was pathetic. Let's try it again on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. My name is James the Magician, and I've been doing magic a real long time. There's one thing that I've learned over the years. Sometimes people are so amazed by the magic that they see that they forget one crucial component of every single show. That's the applause. I'd like everybody here to practice. When I say thank you, everybody here applaud. Thank you! Let's try that again. Thank you! I started doing magic when I was just about 5 years old, but I didn't start taking it seriously until I turned 6. That was when I entered my very first talent competition. I was in Mrs. Thomas's 2nd grade class, and I did a piece of magic involving a length of rope. Can I show you now the magic that I did during that talent competition? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, is everybody ready for some magic? I am now going to attempt to make this single loop of rope appear into a loop. I will now attempt to make this single loop of rope multiply right before your very eyes into 2 loops. I will transform these 2 loops of rope into 2 ropes. I can't even make the knot on the end of the rope completely disappear. I can't even make the ends of rope completely disappear. Okay, I didn't win the talent competition. I was 6. I wasn't that good at doing magic yet, but I didn't give up. I practiced and I practiced, and I got just a little bit better at doing magic. Thank you. Now everybody, every single time that I do a magic show, someone in the audience yells out to me, James, what is the difference between magic and illusion? I'm so glad you all asked. You see, magic is kind of like what Harry Potter does. Has anybody here ever heard of Harry Potter before? Yes. Whereas illusion is more like what artists do. Artists like M.C. Escher. Has anybody here ever heard of M.C. Escher before? Yes. M.C. Escher was a graphic designer who would draw optical illusions. What I'm about to show you is not magic. It's an optical illusion. I'm going to create the illusion that I have 3 pieces of rope that are all the same length. It's not reality. It's just an illusion. It's also not magic. If it were magic, then you would actually have 3 pieces of rope that were all the same length. That would be magic. Thank you. I know what you're thinking. Sure, James the Magician can transform 3 pieces of rope that are not the same length into 3 pieces of rope that are the same length, but can James the Magician transform 3 pieces of rope that are the same length back into 1 long piece of rope? And the answer to that question is yes. Yes, I can. It's a bad illusion. I know, it's a bad illusion. The reason that it's a bad illusion is because you can see the knots. And the reason that you can see the knots is because you can see the ends that are hanging off of the knots. If I was to remove the ends from the knots, just like so, and then take the rope and wiggle it, it looks like 1 long piece of rope again! You're not buying it at all. If I take the first knot that's in the rope and just blow, gone. It's a little better illusion. It's a little better illusion. If I take the next knot that's in the rope and blow on it, and then just move it to the bottom, now you're getting sleepy. You're getting sleepy. This is the best rope magic you've ever seen live in person. If I remove the knot entirely from the rope, just like that, throw it back onto the rope. Grab the magic out of the pocket, go 1, 2, 3, kapah! Shoot the knot off the rope, you end up with 1 long piece of rope again. Thank you. I am James the Magician. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, this one's on. Hello. 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 See, it's funny. There's all microphones up here. It's like I'm talking through all of them at once. It's not that funny. It's not really. But I'm glad you're here because we're going to play some music for you. How about that James the Magician?
So, how's dinner? Yeah? Yeah? Excellent. While Sean finds his,
The wrong
Chord.
cord was plugged into the amplifier. You'll have that sometimes.
it happens. The sound does not travel magically from the guitar.
This song is called A Note from the Heartland. And it goes out to anyone who ever got a letter from someone in Wisconsin. Hey, you by the sea, way out there in sunny California. You may remember me. I met you half asleep in spectacles, waist deep in bicycles. Second night of camp, Black River Falls. You slept in the van 2 hours outside of Chicago. Drive fast as you can. I never felt such giddy urgency. Damn all this geography. Madison is a long, long way from Portland. The town was warming. Nothing says hello like a note from the heartland. A note from the heartland. Held the glass up to my eye, but I can't find the target no matter how I try. You swore it wasn't hard to see. I believe that I'd be braver if you still were standing next to me. Now, I have walked this stretch alone, and I still smell the ocean every time I skip a stone. Now you'd walk again with me. I don't know where you're looking, I have never known just what you see. Take one step back, take one step back. My feet will find their way back home, running right beside you, walking all alone. To pour the sand out of my shoes. A picture postcard morning in November, pinks and blues. Take one step back, look at where you're going. Take one step back, think of where we've been. Take one step back, try to see it coming back. I don't think I'll ever find a day it's dawning quite so perfectly as that we threw away. But in my mind I hold this scene. Standing on that beach there we will always be 19. Take one step back, look at where you're going. Take one step back, think of where we've been. Take one step back, and watch it now, it's coming back again.
Thanks.